Hello peeps and hello peppers and welcome to Tarot Tuesday. I'll be really quick today because I'm actually in a really busy place with really busy paintings all around. And actually, I decided to ask those cards, what can you do and what can we all do to discover our inner creativity? And a bunch of cards fell out. Today I have the Witch's Wisdom Tarot. So first one is okay, pretty much what does that say? Guardian. And he is not very dressed. My sincere apologies for that, but he has wine leaves over the most important spots, and he has like horns of a deer. So maybe, yeah, connect to your inner essence, connect to an old memory from your childhood. Like my granddad had actually like deer horns hanging on his walls. And yeah, I lived in a very old house that you could actually imagine covered by wine leaves, but actually our only wine plant was pretty humble. But it brought us a noodle strainer full of fruit every year, and we were very happy about that. Hey, here we have this horn symbol again, messenger of earth. Like, okay, this is a Sami person with a reindeer. In Iceland, we get lots of Sami films for the discussion about the rights of indigenous people. So, yes, I would say let's think about what is really important to us and also maybe the people we don't know so much about. I don't know anything about Sami except for what I learned from movies. Should I now tell you that the cards say learn from movies or learn from everything and everybody around you? That's again to earth, and that's toadstools and a whole path of toadstools. Like networking, the mycelium of mushrooms is often like married to the other mushrooms and the trees, and they nourish each other. So there we are again with neighborhood, nourishing. Ask other people for ideas and inspiration. That's what I'm doing at this lovely wild art space here. Here is again the earth with a herd of animals, and I think wolves. And actually, they have a little bit of the same shape, like this toadstool path. Like there, I'm thinking this is again this networking. Call on other people for ideas. Okay, and this came out. Hey, this is Menhirs and Obelix. I'm thinking of my wonderful childhood times with the Asterix and Obelix films, and with a lot of bumblebees. And actually, yeah, Obelix is my very favorite cartoon character because he's a little bit childish and a little bit chubby and a redhead like me, and like both Obelix and I can eat a lot. And actually, that can be both a running gag and a bother to other people. But I just had a conversation 10 minutes ago with someone about, like, whenever there is something scary, remembering that I'm part of good groups where I am valued the way I am. Here's again a root network, because these trees probably sprung up like a witch circle, because that's how their roots formed around this water. So yes, root yourself. I'm rooting for you. Oh, here's a water hole theme. I didn't shuffle these cards properly, obviously, but such water holes are really typical of Iceland, and they're little lizards, like they need sunlight. So find something that warms you and your life and brings you back to movement. That can be very different from person to person what this is. And of course, this is okay, skeleton, my other favorite childhood memory, fossil books. So I know, of course, this is everything me, but of course, if you want to transport this message to yourself, then find something that was actually really cool and interesting in your childhood. Maybe a nerd hobby, maybe a hobby that where other people gave you strange looks for. Do that wild artwork. Don't don't care about other people's opinions today. Dance as if no one was watching. And there is always this fairy tale of the rabbit and the hedgehog from my childhood, where the rabbit always bragged of he's so much faster than the hedgehog, but um, the hedgehog was so smart that it cooperated with another hedgehog. So there was another hedgehog already waiting at the finish line of the race. So yeah, sometimes there might be a chance to trick people a little bit who always brag. And like depending on the version of the fairy tale, the rabbit passed away from exhaustion, or the rabbit became more humble and more also realistic and more communicative. And I think that is like my big theme to um, check out, like also in the course of a race, what is really doable now. In the mental health activism scene, they often say here, like, life is not a sprint, life is a marathon. Even though I have a sprint of projects now, I'll leave you with this thought that life is a marathon and you should like portion your energy well, and then the things might go better. Amen, and have a great day. Bye bye.